Now for all you hub fanatics out there, this one's for you. Actually quite nice. I'm starting to understand what you're all on about. I could go sleep to this. Right, so we've got a really fun and pro bike for you here today because this is from a brand that we don't see all too often in triathlon. It is the Wilier Turbine. This belongs to multiple 70.3 champion Amelia Watkinson. Right, so this bike and design was actually first spotted back in March of last year during the Paris-Nice cycling race, being used by pro cycling team Direct Energy. And this is actually replacing their previous time trial bike, which has its twin foil design, which was first launched back in 2011. So it's been quite some time since they have actually updated their time trial bike, but this is really quite different, and not only in its design, but also the fact that it's got disc brakes on this. And Wilier are also really well known for their lovely finish on their frames, and I mean, this does just that too. We've got this lovely T8 black, they call it, along with red, and it's got this really nice gloss finish along with a matte black we can see on the front there. Amelia's actually running this in a size small frame, and she's already ridden this to quite some success already. So really looking forward to taking a look through some of the intricacies and some of her choices with this bike. So let's take a look at the front end first. Right, so this is Wilier's proprietary base bar here, which is a really nice aero, clean looking design. This next bit's really interesting. Now this is Profile Design's Area Ultimate hydration system and aero bar setup. Now I've actually featured this on the channel before, and it's a really smart design. So essentially the Profile Design hydration system slots into Profile Design specifically designed stem, so it all locks in, and then the aero bars come off of that. Now, rather than Wilier reaching out to a brand and asking them to specifically design a hydration system that will fit with their bike and whatnot, they have designed their bike around the Area Ultimate. So they have created their base bar and almost an adaptation coming off the stem that would allow that hydration system from Profile Design to slot into that, so they can just utilize something that is already existing. And that's a really nice hydration system actually. It's just got an opening at the front so you can just fill it up on the go. We've got this straw that's got a magnet on it so you can just snap it back down there. Really smart. And then we've got these aero bars coming off. So from Profile Design, it's got a 15-degree angle to play with, which Amelia's using to the max. She's got a really slammed back, so got a nice angle on here. And then she's changed the actual elbow cups. So she's got the Pro elbow cups on here, which actually got quite a, well, minimal padding, but clearly works for her. Now in terms of the group set on here, we've got Shimano Dura-Race Di2 with synchro shift, which essentially shifts you into the big ring and small ring automatically without making any sudden changes. Though it's very smart stuff. But something I really like here is that Wilier have actually integrated a charging point for that on the frame, so you can just easily get to that rather than having to remove a seat post or a hydration system or any bolts that you have to on a lot of other bikes that are trying to squeeze a junction box into a nice aero frame. But coming down from the cockpit area, we've got a really wide stance with the forks, which I've actually seen on a number of TT bikes lately. And the idea being, or from what I understand, is that obviously we've got a lot of moving air from the wheel, and then we've got the air flowing around the forks. The idea is that obviously you're just trying to separate the two so they're not disturbing each other and therefore creating less drag. Now moving down now onto the chainset region and whatnot, we've got the Dura-Race crank. She's got 5339 chainring setup. She's running 170mm crank lengths with Dura-Race pedals on the end there. She's actually opted for a wax chain here. We're just ahead of the Ironman European Champs in Frankfurt here, so it's all race ready. She's going nice and slick there, nice and friction free. And then on the back here we've got an 1125 cassette, which works fairly well with the 5339 for the course we've got here. And underneath that we just got the standard Dura-Race mech and jockey wheels. Now, in terms of the wheels, she's actually got the standard Wilier stock setup here. So they come with the Mavic Comet Pro wheels. And on those, she's got the new Conti GP 5000 tyres in clincher, and then obviously with disc brakes. Now, in terms of the extra stuff on the bike, we have got this bento box on the top here, which has been made by Wilier. It's got their lovely little logo on there as well. At the moment, she's got just her spares in there. So rather than using it for gels, she's got all her race day spares in there, and I assume maybe putting all her energy and gels into a bottle. We've got a standard bottle at the moment on the down tube, so whether she uses that for race day or not, I'm not sure. We've got another spare cage here behind the saddle, which has been cable tied on. And then in terms of the saddle itself, it's actually a San Marco shot saddle, which is quite an interesting design. It's not essentially a split nose design, but it does have a very big groove down the middle, so giving a similar effect to something like an ISM. Right, I've got my Park Tool weighing scales here now. Let's have a bit of fun, see the weight of the bike. We've got 10.2, not bad. Well, thank you to Amelia for learning us bike today. It is absolutely beautiful. I do really have a bit of a soft spot for the Wilier bikes. We have really enjoyed actually doing some videos lately with Andy Dreitz, where he's been riding his own Wilier, which also has an equally beautiful paintwork. So if you'd like to see that video, it's our Lanzarote Hill Climb Challenge. You can see that by clicking down there by the wheel. If you like this video today, please do hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more from GTN, don't forget to click on the globe and subscribe to the channel.